We're in the module number 3 under energy systems. Okay, we are discussing about the solar cells. Under solar cells, we are discussing in this session about the production of the solar grade silicon. Okay. Silicon is one of the important component which is used in solar cells. Okay, let us see how to synthesize our required solar grade silicon. Okay, when we take silicon here, silicon, there are many types of silicon are present. Okay, like I am discussing about the silicon which is used to the solar cells. There are two types of silicon here. Okay, one is a metallurgical grade silicon and the other one is a semiconductor grade silicon. Okay, in the case of metallurgical grade silicon, the impurities present will be more than the required amount of impurities will be present. More than the required impurity will be present here, and it is not suitable for using in solar cells. When we take the semiconductor grade silicon, there the impurities present will be almost very less. Okay, very less amount of the impurities will be present. Okay, almost we can say that it is almost pure in nature. Even that is not suitable for using in a solar cells. Then what do we need? We need a silicon which is intermediate between the semiconductor grade silicon and metallurgical grade silicon. That we are discussing here. Okay, production of the solar grade silicon. Okay, it is synthesized under two steps. The step 1 is a manufacture of the metallurgical grade silicon, and the step 2 is a conversion of the metallurgical grade silicon into the our required solar grade silicon. So let us see the step 1, manufacture of the metallurgical grade silicon. Okay, how can it be synthesized? When we heat quartz and coke in an electric arc furnace at a temperature of around 1500 to 2000 degrees centigrade, silicon will be obtained with the liberation of carbon monoxide. The carbon monoxide generated will be oxidized to the carbon dioxide and left to the atmosphere. Clear, no? One quartz and coke are heated in an electric arc furnace at a temperature of around 1500 to 2000 degrees centigrade. Silicon liquid will be obtained with the liberation of carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide is oxidized to the carbon dioxide and left to the atmosphere. You know, if any impurities like aluminum, magnesium or calcium is present, no, that will be removed. Okay, that will be removed by adding either a flux or treating with the air or oxygen. Okay, air or oxygen is circulated through the liquid silicon liquid. So that time what will happen? If aluminum is present, it will be oxidized to alumina. If magnesium and calcium is present, no, they will be oxidized to their particular oxides. Okay, and it will be forming a slag that will be removed. Even this reaction liberates some more silicon, and the obtained silicon liquid is poured into the molds to get a required shape of the silicons. Okay, so we got the metallurgical grade silicon. Next step is a conversion of this metallurgical grade silicon into our required solar grade silicon. How to convert? By different steps. Okay, in the first step, no, what happens here? The metallurgical grade silicon should be treated with the hydrochloric acid gas at a temperature of around 300 degrees centigrade. Okay, here what happens is tetrachlorosilane is obtained. When the silicon is treated with the hydrochloric acid gas at a temperature of around 300 degrees, tetrachlorosilane SiCl4 is obtained. Okay, then the tetrachlorosilane is treated with the hydrogen gas at a temperature of around 1000 degrees centigrade. We will get a trichlorosilane. Okay, we will be getting a trichlorosilane. Okay, here it's very simple reactions, no need to worry about it. You just remind one thing in your mind, the formation of SiH4, silane is very difficult. At a time, it is difficult to get. So what we are doing, we are first synthesizing the SiCl4. SiCl4, tetrachlorosilane is synthesized. From next onwards, see here, one chlorine is removed and in this place, one hydrogen is added. Okay, we are removing one chlorine then onwards, and we are just adding a hydrogen. Clear, no? The reactions are very easy. So in the first step, we synthesize the tetrachlorosilane, that is by treating the metallurgical grade silicon with a hydrochloric acid gas at a 300 degrees centigrade. So we will be getting SiCl4. SiCl4 is treated with a hydrogen gas at a temperature of around 300 at a temperature of around 1000 degrees centigrade to get a trichlorosilane. In the next steps, that trichlorosilane is passed through many columns will be there, which will be containing columns. Okay, many columns which contains fixed bed columns. Okay, in that it contains quaternary ammonium ion exchange resins will be there. They will be helping in the exchange of ions. Exchange of which ions? The chlorine ions will be exchanged with the H plus ions. Okay. And in the next step, the trichlorosilane is passed through columns containing quaternary ammonium ion exchange resins, which helps in exchanging the chloride ions, okay, with the H plus ions, so that we will be getting dichlorosilane. Dichlorosilane we will be getting, and finally we will be getting the silane. Silane is a SiH4. Clear, no? I told you, once again I am telling, it is difficult to get silane in one step. Okay, it is difficult, highly difficult reaction. So what are we doing here? We are first synthesizing SiCl4. Okay, afterwards one chlorine will be removed and one hydrogen will be added. Okay, that's all is a reaction. It's very simple if you understand it. Okay, so once again I just say the steps, how we made all this. Okay, in the first step, metallurgical grade silicon is treated with the hydrochloric acid gas to get a tetrachlorosilane. Then it will be trichlorosilane will be getting. Trichlorosilane will be treated with the hydrogen gas at a temperature of around 1000 degrees centigrade to get a dichlorosilane. Okay, and it will be passed through a columns containing a quaternary ammonium ion exchange resins. There it will be helping in the exchange of Cl ions with the H plus ions, so that we will be getting finally the silane. Okay, tetrachlorosilane, trichlorosilane, then dichlorosilane and silane. Okay, after once we get the silane, it will pyrolysis will be carried out. What is this pyrolysis? Here decomposition, distillation will be done at high temperatures. Okay, the silane obtained will be undergoing a distillation. Okay, and decomposition at high temperatures. Okay, pyrolysis means at high temperature breaking. Okay, so SiH4 will be broken into Si, that is silicon plus hydrogen. Okay, SiH4 is broken into Si, that is silicon with the liberation of hydrogen, and thus obtained silicon is our required solar grade silicon. Okay, and this silicon will be further purified by zone refining. Okay, if required. Okay, if required, it will be further taken to the process called as zone refining. If more pure silicon is required, then the zone refining process is done. Otherwise, this silicon can be used for the solar cells. Okay, so this is about the production of the solar grade silicon. Fine. This ends with the solar cell chapter. Okay, next we will be meeting with a new topic. Thank you.